Today we're talking about page 44, the dominant 7/6 suspended chords. Yes, it's a mouthful. They're spelled 1, 4, 5, 6, and flat 7. We have a really nice program today, very, very colorful and useful chord forms. If you don't have the book and you'd like to get it, here's your chance right now. You can get it in the link in the card above or the link in this description below. So let's get started. We're starting with fret number 5, which is the root note. We have a couple of optional tones here, the 5th and then the root note again, but we're going to omit those for now. We're just jumping in with the root, the flat 7, the 4, and then the 6 on the top. Yeah, all right. Let's jump on up, lickety-split like, to E7/6 sus on fret number 7, position 7, root, flat 7, 4, and then 6 on the top. You can see right away where these are totally useful voicings if you wanted to expand your horizons and your sonic capacities, yeah. Position 5, I'm looking at the E7/6 sus once again with the 4, the flat 7, the root, and then the 6 on the top. Yeah. A7/6 sus, position number 2. Let's start right here with the flat 7, or the 4, the flat 7, the root, and then the 6 on the top. There's the root right in the middle of the voicing too. A7/6 sus on fret number 5, flat 7, 4, 6, root on the top. E7/6 sus on fret number 5. We have the flat 7 in the bass. We have the 4, the 6, and then the root note on the top. Moving on to position number 9, we find ourselves with the flat 7, the 4, the 6, and then the root on the top. A7/6 sus. 1, 5, flat 7, 1, 5, flat 7. Let's get those fingers on here established correctly. We have the 4, the flat 7, the 4, the 6, the root note on the top. E7/6 sus on fret number 7. Root 6, flat 7, and then the sus 4 on the top. And this is one of those where if we pull the strings at all, we're easily out of tune, right? We could place that 5 on the top if we'd like to. Yeah, all right, moving right along to position number 2. And we have the 4, the flat 7, the root, the 4, and then the 6 on the top. Position number 10. We are on position 10, so this was the 5th in the bass, the flat 7, let's see, this is an A7 sus, so that we'll have the 5, flat 7, 4, and then the 6 on the top. 𝗃7 sus on position number 2. Let's jump back down to the root note, the flat 7, the root, the 4 or the suspended 4, and then the 6 on the top. Yeah, great voicings here. All right, fair enough, fair enough. The flat 7 on the top on position number 3. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So fret number 7. So it looks like we have the D chord with the sus, on the top, but we have, as it relates to an A chord, the 𝗃7 6 sus, and particularly, that's the root, the flat, or the root again, the 4, the 6, and then the flat 7. So we have this really cool relationship establishing itself between the 6 and the flat 7. Gets nice and cozy in there. All of that tension seems to dissipate when presented in the middle of the chord. 𝗃7 6 sus on fret number 3. So let's take a look at what's going on here. I have the root note down here, which I can use, which I will probably use. I'll have the root note, the 4, the 6, the flat 7 with the root and the bass. What a powerful voicing that is. 𝗃7 6 sus. That's on position number 3. So we'll have the flat, the flat 7, 𝗃7 6 sus, the next one, sorry, I'm on the wrong. So we have the flat 7, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, fret 6, so we'll have the 6, and then we'll have the 4, and then the root note. 𝗃7 6 sus on fret number 5. 1, 4, flat 7, and then 6. We could get that 4 in there too, as well as include that root note on the top. 𝗃7 6 sus. Position 7, root, 4, flat 7, and then 4 again here if you'd like, 6 on the top. 𝗃7 6 sus on fret number 5. We have the root, flat 7, 6, and then the 11 up top. Very cool voicing. Very powerful but extended sounds. Position 5 for 𝗃7 6 sus. We're looking with the flat 7 in the bass. We have the flat 7, the 4. We're coming back to the root note, and then we're just going to run up to the 6 on the top. So flat 7, 4, root, 6 on the top. Do you ever listen to these voicings and just see how they make you feel? Do a check-in, like a self-check-in. How do these chords make you feel? What kind of thoughts are running through your mind as you're playing these chords? You ever think about that? Position 10, we're on 𝗃7 6 sus. We're on the 𝗃7 6 sus. We have the 4 in the bass, the root note, the flat 7 of A, and then the 6 way up top here. So it's going to be a nice closed, perfect fifth in the bottom with a really nice wide open chord sound here. 𝗃7 6 sus on position number 5. We have the 5. The flat 7, and then we're looking at the 4, the flat 7, the 4, and then the 6 on the top. It's really like an E minor 9, right? It's kind of a cool little voicing, but with the A root note, it's something else. It really is something else. E7 6 sus on position number 12. We have the root, the 6, the flat 7, and then the 4 on the top. A7 6 sus on fret number 8. So let's take a look at fret number 8. We have the flat 7 and the 4. We could use those two fingers, fingers 1 and 2, and then we'll backtrack. We'll deconstruct this a little bit. So 8, 9, 10, 11. We have the A7 6 sus. So we have the 6 and then the 11. And once again, on A7 6 sus on position number 7, let's take a look at this one. Starting with the 6 on the top, whole step down to the 5, and then we've got that third finger we know we can grab that flat 7 with, and then we're adding the 4 here. So we have flat 7, 4, 5, and 6. A7 6 sus. Fret number 3, we're looking at 5 in the bass, well, the root note in the bass, right? Flat 7, 4, 6, and then flat 7 on the top. So we're looking at duplicating, adding an octave, not a unison, but an octave. Very powerful voice, very powerful to have those notes duplicated in a chord for certain. E7 6 sus on position number 9. Let's take a look at where that's going to take us. Flat 7 with the thumb, 11 or 4, sus 4. We have the 6, back to the root note, and then the 4 on the top. E7 6 sus again on position number 9 with a flat 7 once again, the 4, the 6, the root, and then the 5 on the top. So that's an option 2. A7 6 sus. Starting on position number 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have A7, so that frames us to be the 4, the flat 7, and then coming up to the root note. Now, it looks like if I wanted to play the entire voicing with the 6 on the top, I'd need to get that fingering changed and get that or updated so that I can really include that 6 on the top. Yeah. E7 6 sus on position number 10. We have the root or the flat 7, 11 6, 5, and root note on the top. So we'll tonicize the E note, and then we have the flat 7 kicking us back a little bit. Good. A7 6 sus 4, position number 10. A7, we have the 4, we have the flat 7, we have the root, and then the 6 way up here. Oop, whoops, that's not it. E7 6 sus. Let's take a look at what's going on here. This is getting a little stretchy. We're on to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 voicings of this page 44. So we're just going to take it slow and absorb these carefully. So fret 10, position 10, we have the E7 6 sus. So that's the flat 7, 11, and then the 6, and then the root on the top. 𝗃7/6 sus. You're doing great. Let's hang in there. 𝗃7/6 sus. Root 4, 6 on the top, with the flat 7 and then the 5 in the bass. I'm going to say as if that's not an awesome voicing. 𝗃7/6 sus. Position 9, we have a request by Mr. Ted Greene to double stop the second finger on the A and the D string. So let's see what he's up to here. We have the root note on the G string, right, on fret number 9. Then we're moving up to position 12. Well, not position 12, fret 12 with fingers 2 on fret A, fret 12 on the A string and the D string. So we have the E as these notes relate to the E chord. This is the 4 and the flat 7 and the root note, and then the 6 on the top. Really special voicing right there on the guitar, the way it lays out. 𝗃7/6 sus on position number 5. So we're starting with root note on the top, flat 7. We've got a whole step here. And then what are we doing? Oh man, come on. You're killing me here. You're killing me. So it's root, flat 7. All right, let's see what's going on here. So we have we're up to just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what I was afraid of. So we have the 𝗃7/6 sus with the 11 or 4, sus 4, the 6, the flat 7, and then the root note on the top. This is one of those voicings that might drive us to think we need to start taping tennis balls between our fingers at night while we sleep. So if you do that, be careful, because a friend of ours, Sky, did that, and he woke up with some muscle sores. So just, don't hurt yourselves out there. 𝗃7/6 sus, fret 5. That's the root note, isn't it? And then the flat 7, the 4, the 6, and then the 11 on the top. 𝗃7/6 sus, and we'll wrap it up today with this one. Position number 10, that's going to be the 11 or the 4, the root note, flat 7, and then way up here for the F sharp, that's 6. And we've got it. And finally, we'll resolve to D. But I really appreciate you being here. If you haven't yet purchased the book, if you'd like to, you can get that right here in the link in the card above, link in the description. And we certainly appreciate you being here, taking the time to do a nice visit with our late, great guitar player friend and mentor, Mr. Ted Greene. Until we meet again, I wish you happy picking.